Komla Kluche, our parliamentary correspondent, is here with us to brief us on what's been happening and, of course, to also remind us of what's been happening in Parliament all week. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Bella.
It's been a long week. Lots of things to talk about.
Jump-packed
I know.
week, but, well, at the end of the day, I think the most topical issue had to do with the budget. I mean, it's a normal thing. If there's a State of the Nation address or there's a budget, the expectation is that, yes, it covers or it takes the trends for that particular week and then probably part of the subsequent weeks as well, just because there'll be issues that would, one or two issues that may come, there's some salient point and also some controversies of the sort. I'm not surprised the Minister of Finance has been in the trends all week, even with the VP as well. Dr. Baumia has also been in the trends over things he has said in the past, and now it's being used against him, whether justifiably or not. That's another matter for another day. But it's been a week that had a spillover from last week because of the tidal waves in Qatar. We knew last week ended where the Deputy Majority Leader, Alexander Payne-Markins, showed a picture that subsequently turned out to be fake, and then he had to give an apology over it. He made it quite clear that he was looking for ways and means for the people to come together, especially the MPs, and also he was urging them that there was some level of attitudinal change that they needed to do to be able to cut down on this issue of the waves and stuff. So he started a week, and then
we barely even exhausted that issue.
Well, I can assure you it's not entirely gone. With respect to his issue, I think the finality has been put on it with regards to that picture.
Yes.
But the issue of the tidal waves is not gone yet because the people are still there. A lot of them don't have any place to sleep now. And the MPs who are from that area are still speaking. We have a fund that we are urging people to come and make a contribution to, so that we'll be able to extend or lend help to them. So it's still a topical issue, but I get the indication that most probably before the year will end, government will make some significant statement on it. But I would want to hold my horses. But I've been speaking to some of the sources in the government. What the people need now is a permanent solution. But you see, the issue is if you are going to continue with the phase 2 of the Blekuso sea defense thing, what is the stretch? Okay, if it's done and it covers maybe the whole of the Keta, the Ketu, and then the Anglo stretch, then it moves to another side. I wasn't surprised the minister was in Ada in the course of the week instead of going to where the issue of the tidal waves can. I wasn't surprised because, well, that has happened. There might be two explanations to it. The Keta one has happened. The loss has occurred, but what assessment, because he also picks up warning signals that it's likely to come to that side, then maybe he would want to get himself abreast with what the situation is, what sort of immediate help they can put in place for that not to occur in that particular area. So that could be an explanation. If you ask me, my thinking was that he probably should have gone there. But there's been a lot of justification for it that, okay, he's gone there before, he knows the situation. This time around, there's been a massive hit on the people. He's going there exactly to do what? The people push the point strongly that they needed not just the presence of the minister, but senior government officials, maybe the president, maybe the vice, to come there to empathize with them. But, well, as to whether that's going to happen anytime soon, I'm not too sure.
The Deputy Majority Leader says that, I mean, they're working with the MCEs, the DCEs, and, you know, the Security Council. And so if they have made an appearance there, that automatically means that, you know, there's been an appearance from government.
But truth be told, it is an undeniable fact that the District Chief Executive for the Anglo constituency or Angloga area that of the Keta Municipal Assembly, they've been working very, very, very tightly with their MPs. In fact, on the very day that I was there, which was on a Monday morning, the Anglo MP, together with his district chief executive, have been in fact, they were even at a point in time in one vehicle to be able to assess the situation. And both of them were speaking the same language. And I get the sense that they feel that this is not the time to play the politics of it. So yes, it's our people, your NDC, I am MPP, but the people who have been affected belong to both the NDC and MPP. But most importantly, they are subjects of the land. We need to give them some relief and the comfort. So working together, I do not have any doubt at all. But this is a country where we live in, where we live in a very politically polarized environment. Very little things, people will make issues out of it. Yes, somebody will argue, was there need for the president or his vice to have, was the president in the country? I think the president left a day or two before the incident. Should the vice have been there? Well, most probably yes. But then also the preparation of the budget was also there. If the vice was not or did not have the opportunity to go there, why did the minister not go there?
Exactly.
So these are the arguments that come from all sides. But, well, what is important now is for a permanent solution
to the problem. And I mean, if you're preparing the budget, I mean, it's not an excuse. Who are you preparing the budgets for? The same people are the ones who are affected by the tidal waves. But
I am yet to actually see, look, I need to be very frank. This was just about 2 days ago. We've not seen the details of the budget yet, appropriation and all that will come from next week. We are yet to see whether this issue of the tidal waves has made way into the budget. The MPs tell me that they've not seen anything. I don't know if they are jumping the gun because appropriation is yet to come. But they have the document to
the full
delivered.
Document.
Yes, they have the documents that have been delivered to them, but I haven't read entirely to see whether it is there or not. But let's just hope, because both the majority leader, the deputy majority leader, and even the minister himself said it would be part of the 2022 budget. So
let's see how it goes. But let's talk about the speaker now and the majority leader in parliament and the whole back and forth. Speaker says the roads minister didn't have the authority, to implement the cessation of road tolls, and then deputy majority leader says that, but the speaker is also wrong because it doesn't represent the views of the entire members of parliament.
So if you listen very carefully, yesterday it was the minority leader Haruna Idrisu who stood up on one of the orders and wanted to draw the attention of the House to this. Normally, when they go to conclave, what we call the conclave is the pre-sitting meeting. At every sitting of the House, for instance, this morning, they should be in conclave by now. We discuss anything that's going to happen, which is on the order paper, will be discussed. And whether there will be some theatrics and all that, the speaker must be in the know. There's nothing like surprises. They don't really like that because they also want to be in control of it and know the position that the House must take when it has to do with this. So the minority leader, I'm told, raised the issue at conclave yesterday, and that when they came back to the floor, he had also sent the deputy whip, who is the Banda MP, Ahmed Ibrahim, to go remind the majority leader that, look, this is a matter of national importance. So the majority leader must make a case on it. But then the minority leader stood up and then he tried, so to speak, to move a motion. Well, if you need to move a motion, there are some conditions per the standing orders that you need to meet. It appeared he did not meet that because the speaker must be in the known of it. The speaker said he was in the known, but there was another provision that he needed to also meet, which appeared he did not meet it. So then he didn't, or he was not allowed to move the motion.
Which is what provision was that?
I need to check it. I don't have my
no problem. Carry on.
But then he he had the option of making a statement. Statements are made every other time. We have statements in the public interest. We have constituency statements. We also have statements that mark national days and also on certain individuals.
Okay.
You know, those statements are made. But the minority leader stood up, made a statement, and said that this was in the national interest because of the twists and turns. Just a day after the fiscal policy document of the government was read, then he had informed the House about what the the Minister of Roads had done. And the Speaker said, okay, he was in the know of it, but he was not going to take the decision. He needed to have listened to the rest of them, especially both sides of the House, before he makes it. The Member of Parliament for Ebuakwa South, Samuel Atachia, spoke. He agreed that the minister didn't have the legal authority to do that, but he said that it probably might have been a misapplication of the law or a misunderstanding of the law. He said those were the two things that he suspected, but that they should not drag the minister into the drain, but that he should be called and then spoken to. And then some other MPs, also the ranking member on the Roads and Transport Committee, Govins Abuja, also spoke, and he said that the minister, as far as his information is fine, he knows the minister is not in town. In fact, before the statement was issued, the committee had briefing that the minister was not in town. How could the minister have altered that statement and also signed it? It was not electronically signed. The signature on it, the full pen was there. It was not electronically signed. How did the minister do that? And that the minister should be reprimanded for this. The minority leader then came and gave us, and the majority leader say, he brought a different twist to the whole thing. I didn't know until listening to him yesterday that when the minister or just after the minister had read the budget statement, there was a lot of fights all over the country.
I mean, we're all surprised about it. But quickly, just to wrap up, what does it look like in Parliament moving forward, especially for next week?
With this, I think the Speaker was very clear yesterday in saying that this is a directive from the Speaker.
Okay.
Now, so if the minister does not comply, he is in contempt of the Speaker. Then the majority leader says the Speaker cannot go to that extent. He actually says he disagrees with it. The Speaker said, fine, it's good you disagree with me, but then yours does not hold water. What it is that it is my decision, or it is my directive. But what I am expecting is the implementation, whether or not there's going to be a reversal or not, is what we do not know. Will the minister do it? In the principles, they've all agreed that yes, indeed, the minister did not act well. But how would the reversal be done? And when will it be done? Will it be done? That remains $1 million one. And many people are even saying that he should be charged for causing financial loss. I'm not too sure how much that money is.
Let's see how that goes. But thank you so much, Komla Kluche, for speaking to us this morning. He's our parliamentary correspondent, bringing us up to speed on the exact details in Parliament.